Alrighty, guys, we are back. We just got an insane amount of money from our nobles. I have no idea if that was a scaling issue. I don't know what that was. But we finally cut into Hungary. We're looking to take Budapest soon in our next incursion, as well as a lot of land here. But our main goal is to finally break Egyptian will. We have our entire army all the way up. Obviously, we're going to get more food, more of that fun stuff, etc., etc. All that is incredibly relative because we are getting ready to spend all of this money on a massive infrastructure project. So that is obviously going to be getting as many camps as we possibly can. We don't really care about the peasants and having the people to get there. The people will get there. But we are going to build as many as we can in every market that we have. So yeah, we spent almost 100,000 on these camps, and that should solve our reinforcement problem and cause a massive hit to our army. We are also going to bring our army all the way back here, and that requires these guys to merge. We have some mercenaries here. We do want to open up our mercenaries. We'll disband all the mercenaries that we have. We don't really need to worry about mercenaries right now. Wherever they are, we just want actual hard military forces. So, we're recovering from fighting Hungary. We are recovering from fighting Egypt. We are recovering from fighting pretty much everybody that we just fought. So we are going to bring our army home. And we are going to do our very best to get all of our soldiers going great. So we do have levies here in our armies. So we want to disband all of the levies from our units, because we do not need levies with us at a time of relative peace. And as you can see, we are going to, militarize our entire country by building as many soldiers as we possibly can. Georgia wants an alliance. Nah, we don't need allies. We're here for one thing and one thing only. Total war. We want to conquer all of Egypt. We have the troops upgraded. We're getting ready to go into the final age where we can take on a focus for that, which will be very good. We will go full military focus and we will full on blast. We have really good monthly research progress, as you can see. And, average literacy is really, really high. So all of that is very good. Our soldiers are replenishing. All of these camps are completing throughout the entire place. You can hear every single click of them completing. We're getting cores integrated here. And, we're in the end game now. So we're going to be focusing on these areas that are coring up. And we will eventually integrate all of those places that we just took from Hungary. We can probably actually start doing that. We can go back to assimilating here in a little bit. But we have the just integrate area function, which is very helpful for this. Oh, and then we have this area up here. So we can integrate those two places, then we can work on doing other stuff. But as you can see, we are spending a ton of money. I have no idea why we're the diplomatic hegemon. We really shouldn't be. But as you can see, we have an insane amount of monthly manpower. It is going up like crazy, and we are going to build a very, very strong army here. I don't know how many soldiers we have, what survived, what didn't, but we're going to build a force like the world has never seen before. And with it, we will hopefully be able to defeat Egypt. I'm talking like 300,000 standing strong. It will take us a moment to recover, unfortunately. And we obviously are building all these regiment camps, which should help a lot. But, the game is happily spending all that money very rapidly, which is funny to see them do. Alright, we have a royal marriage. I love that they say yes just because we're Rome. So the goal is to get all of these cities and get all of the Hellenistic, try to reestablish Hellenism. That would be a fun goal. We're kind of late because Egypt's got so powerful. It makes it really hard for us to do that. But yeah. Pretty much everything that we need is in is in the Hellenistic area. Demographic. I want to see religious holy sites. So let us see holy sites. Okay. So pretty much Alexandria, pretty much all of Egypt is where we need these. We have 2 Islamic holy sites. This is... Yeah, and that's Jerusalem, so that makes sense why it has that. I wish we could sort by... Okay, so there's 1 at Alexandria. So we're missing 4 of them still. And with those 4, is that one right here? No, that's a Christian holy site. Are they over here? No, we have those anyway. Yeah, these are just all Orthodox holy sites. Baghdad, no. So we need, yeah, Jupiter. So that's 1. So pretty much we need 1 there. That is not there. We got 1, 2 here. I'm curious, where are they over here? No. Carthage isn't anything. I don't know where the remaining... We found 2 of them. I don't know where the remaining ones are. I guess we could type in hell... No, that doesn't work. Oh, there's 1 here on Crete? There is 1 here on Crete. But we have most of... Yeah, we have that island. Oh, maybe not. Always hard to see. Well, you know, we'll just add holy site. We'll just add it to a slot. Bam. Okay. So now we can just pull it up. We want to... Okay, so there are none there. Yeah, we have almost all the areas, I think. Unless they're like really... Yeah, these are all Islamic down here. And it shows Orthodoxy, but it won't show Hellenistic ones. Which is weird. Because you would think... So we have the Temple of Jupiter. Oh, okay, that one. So there's 1, 2... There isn't 1 in Jerusalem. So we have 3 here, unless there's 2 of the... Yeah. So that's 3 of the 4. I don't know which one I am missing. We have all of Italy, so we would have... Unless there's 1 up here somewhere. Nope. Right here? Nope, that's a Christian one. Yeah, very weird. So we're missing... It says we need 4, but we have all but... We have most of them. This is weird. I knew they were... I pretty much assumed they were all in Egypt, but... Yeah, very interesting. Anyway, pretty much Egypt is our focus for the rest of the game. And we will do our best to obliterate Egypt. Raise noble sponsored mercenaries. Why not? And of course, we will, yeah, we're not gonna change policies. We are a centralized absolutism. Our empire is vast, our control is massive, and we are looking glorious. Oh my, we already integrated that entire place, I guess. So we want to assimilate areas that are not, we want to search by population. Venice is already being assimilated. Tunis is good. So we want to do population because that gives us the most use, having the most control over the most people by getting them what they need. So I don't think we're reinforcing. Yeah, okay. So this is the full army. Everything's here. We have tons of heavy cavalry. So we need light infantry. We need to get a lot of light infantry and a lot of heavy. I want to get 20 of each of those. So let us start blasting additional. So... Alright. Time to bolster our forces. 17 hunters. Then we'll need 12 heavy infantry. Then we need 4 heavy cavalry. So we have... yeah, okay, so musketeers. So we need... that's 8. Perfect. Oh, well, we'll need 4 more. But that's whatever. I like a nice balanced army. And now that we have a... see, like, our mercenary armies are great because they give us unique units, which make them really OP. And our goal is to hopefully attack Egypt and take some of these lands finally, because we have been trying to take them for quite a while now. I don't even know how we're gonna get to mainland Egypt. They have so much stuff there. It is going to be insanity. Alright, we have 70 galleons and 70 boats. Honestly, let's prio a 2-decker. I'm not sure how quickly we can prio that, but we absolutely want to have it prioed. Alright, there we go. That allows our navy to be on par with them and actually, like, fight them and do things. So we need 4 heavy infantry and 4 heavy horses. Verona has joined a coalition against us. Oh boy. Pistolia has joined a coalition. So this is the problem. If we attack Egypt, I do worry that they might attack us. Always a little bit of an issue. Alright, we need 1 heavy infantry. And then we need 4 heavy horses, which are the gallop cavalry. Alright. We actually have no light cavalry, so we should get some light cavalry too, I think. Can you believe that they all want to go to war with us? Music. Our prestige is already maxed, so we're good on that. Who would have thought building all these regiment camps gives you an insane amount of power? We are at 20, so let's get 20 light cavalry, I suppose, which we'll need 20,000 troops for, which we'll have pretty quickly because we are cranking them out. Now we just need a good war where we win, and this will be over pretty quickly. What I do worry about is if Egypt attacking us here would be not so very good. Not good at all. Oh my, so we did... so 10% supply limit would have been really helpful for us, but it is what it is. I don't know why we keep losing some soldiers. They have supplies, they have food. So we do want 10 artillery and probably 10 light cavalry. Then we should be a-okay. We can keep paying for the mercenary army. That is very good. But we shall build 20 light horses. I do love that we can just recruit pretty much everywhere. Alright. And this will be the greatest army the world has ever seen. $20 of everything. What are they saying? Oh, crown people. No one is assimilating that. Oh, he's a defensive planner. We like that. But we also like our people being a lot more strategic. Then we need 20 royal mortars, which, you know, once again, we need 20,000 people and 20,000 money. So we can build some now. We'll need 2 more, and then we're good to go. And we'll be ready for Egypt as well. And hopefully, if we lose this war, then I think we just go for Hungary for the rest of the game. I think Hellenism might be too far out of our reach because they're just too powerful. Like, this is me sending everything we have at the peak of our technological advances. We have our greatest generals in our army doing the greatest things that they possibly can. There's a Roman revolt, civil war. Oh boy. I don't even want to send the actual forces to deal with this. We shall send just the mercenaries. Just the mercenaries shall suffice. Alright, there we are. That is the largest army we could have. Oh, we had a rebellion, so our great power gets all mad at us. That's lame. Yeah, so like, this army is just simply worth paying for. It's just insanely good. 12K to extend the mercenary army. My goodness. The computer thinks that it should just build crazy amounts of buildings all the time. Not very fair. March. I really should have a standing army over here, but it is what it is. Alright, let's extend these people. This army is just perfect because it's like everything we want, and it's all of our unique units. And our unique units are very powerful. So, giving us as many unique units as we possibly can is very nice. Let's see if they will. They won't yield yet. We don't really care about that. Yeah, we don't concern ourselves with that. That is beneath us. Unfortunately, we only have 129,000 levies to raise because we expended most of them fighting here, which really sucks, but hopefully we can end all these civil wars and be done with them. Alright, this guy's probably good with assimilating that area, so we will now search by people and get the next amount of people going. And of course, we will march our entire forces to the border. Yeah, upgrade whoever you want to upgrade. Bring the army. Like, this city should have so much more food than it does. But we are going to eat through its stockpile in like a day, which really sucks. So we shall stay just out of its market reach until we're ready to go to war with Egypt. That way we get food from Constantinople, the center of the trading capital for our place. We'll take this, and then we'll take all these cities, and then we should be good. We can split this up. Send one here, send one here. Pretty much this is how you win it. You just take all their cities. Ignore forts, take them all. These cities will give us large portions of the land back. And then you don't have to worry about it. And then, usually after you take enough, they're ready to surrender it. There you go. Perfect. Alright, you guys regroup here. You can also delete all the forts in the places where you're about to go to war, if you really want to. But that's a bit odd. Alright, we're bringing everything. Honestly, I think we just put the entire army on one location. And with that, minting offices are pretty OP. I don't know if we gained cores or lost cores there. That was weird. But anyway, we shall get Transnubia and assimilate it. Assimilate these other areas. What is this? Military? Sure, you can give us 400. It's funny how that doesn't scale. Like, of all the things to scale, all the things to look at, we don't see military axes scale at all. Cracks me up. Okay, so I think we have the levies with these guys, and then we have our main pure army right here. So, like, I don't get why this market runs out of food. It makes no sense, because that means our army will just run out of food. But we need this big of an army to beat Egypt. It's so weird. I hate it, personally. Because, like, your troops shouldn't starve. But this market just isn't big enough to support them. And I don't have a solution to it. Like, they have tons of granaries, they have tons of everything. They should be okay. And then they're just simply not. Alright, we got them for 36 months. Let's let them get their food up. I guess we could build more auxiliary carts. We're at 28, so let's give them 22 more. More food carts. If we give them food, they will survive, right? Surely they can't run out of food if we give them all that much. Alright, so not even Constantinople can hold this big of an army, I don't think. So that really sucks. Because we are at max buying of food. Alright, so that means we need to split it. So there we have it. We've split it in half. And I think it can be supported now. Okay. There we go. So our maximum army is about 100k. Alright, we need to make 2 more wagons for this one. Alright. Anyway, let us send it. Egypt has 1 million troops. This is crazy. We're just weaker than them. We're just simply weaker than them at every angle, front. We just have to have the best troops possible. Otherwise, we lose. Alright. Well. Time to go. Time to see what happens. Send them in. So they just instantly have 100,000 troops there already attacking us. That is crazy. Like, I don't know how to beat that. I guess we just send them on them. Send the entire... and gather it up. So those guys are stuck in the mountains. They just are gonna lose. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright, let's see. Surely that's not a... oh my. That's all regulars. That is crazy. Well, no time like the present. Yeah. They just have so many troops. They have almost 1 million soldiers. I don't think I beat them ever. I don't even know where my army went. This is crazy. Oh my, and they're making a naval assault on Rome. Alright, well. It's time to buy some mercenary armies to deal with that. Let's buy some over here too. That was crazy that they just just slaughtered. They just had so many soldiers. I don't know how to beat them. I don't think I can beat them. We'll keep trying. We did, like, cut into them a little bit, I suppose, but not enough to matter in any way, shape, or form. Once this 50k replenishing goes down, we should... There we go. Alright. Good enough for me. 200,000 soldiers. Take this. Take this capital. Just stack everybody on the same tile. Starvation be damned. They starve, they starve. I know that's not a good way to think, but it's the only thing we got. Let's get these mercenaries over here to these mercenaries. Let's get the remaining levies here. These Egyptian forces. Egypt is just insane. It is insane. Insane, insane, insane. You know what? Bam. One navy. Deploy. You guys gather up here in Aquilia. Okay, we fully integrated that place. That's great. We got a few people to appoint here. Counter espionage, that's whatever. So I think that means he is terrible at it. Let us find people. Alright, these guys should be able to win this. It sucks that there's no diverse, and the armies don't build any diverse forces anymore. Alright, 100,000, good. Alright, you guys should be able to take them out here. If you can't, then we really suck. I can't believe they just had 300,000 soldiers sitting there ready to attack us. That just was not cool. Alright. Oh no, we lost that too? My goodness, man. We're inflicting heavy casualties to them, but we're not really winning. 312,000 soldiers. Like I said, we're doing damage, but we're just losing. They're just simply better, man. They have more soldiers. Their soldiers are gutting us. We've lost every fight. This might be the end of our Roman adventure. I don't think, like, I can throw money at mercenaries, but I don't think we can buy enough to turn the tide. We have no ally can rival them either. We kind of, I guess we messed up by not attacking them when we were at the height of our power. We went for Italy instead of going for Egypt. Maybe. That's the best I got. Alright, y'all are together now. Let's get you over to here. And maybe we can win some fights. Possibly. Okay. Look at that, we won one. Hell yeah. Oh, we won another. Okay, that's how we win. We catch them off guard. We can take them off guard when we're, like, in these areas. Like, this fight, we should win this fight. How much artillery do they have? They have artillery and we don't. We'll see. Oh, there we go. We got reinforced. Nice. Heck yeah. See, now those are the fights where we need to win. They're splitting up their forces. They're unable to do much. We can have a joint effect. We can build some mercenaries. Like, we just keep throwing money at it. And every month, we just buy more mercenaries till we're bankrupt. I think that's the play. I think that's the only thing that we could do. Just keep sending them. We obviously could take loans out if we had to. I don't even know what our army composition is now. But what I do know is we got some Egyptians that have extended their lines way too far. And in doing so, that allows us to take them out. There we go. That's one battle won. We got one army, and that's it. Here to defeat them over here. Let's have these guys get over. We bought them, might as well use them. They're just kind of sitting here, so... We could take a boat. We could take our navy and sail them over. That would be the faster way to do this. We risk our fleet getting destroyed, but at the same time, we also have a high chance of succeeding. Rome is won. 2-deckers are built. Okay, so we are winning. We are pushing them back. That is massive for us. We just researched 2-deckers, but I'm not sure if we're ready for that. Expand barracks infrastructure. Yes, give us more soldiers. More soldiers. Raise taxes. Serfdom support. Reduce opinion. Increase opinion. Support values. Slash values. And we can address that. Perfect. Our nobles will do what's called get over it. Alright, war galleons, get your butt over here. We got 60,000 soldiers to land. They have 133 boats. Okay. So we are winning somehow. We're taking back these lands once again, somehow. We got 61,000 troops to land on whatever they have here. And we will beat them on land. We will beat them on sea. We will beat them anywhere that they need beaten. And this will be glorious. Wait, so I have 2-deckers available. So wait, wait, why can't I build 2-deckers? So there's no direct upgrade from War Galleon to 2-decker? Oh, there we go. Alright. We need 7,000 to upgrade the Navy. Well, that's easy. Easy enough for me. Alright, Navy, please hold while we do pimp my Navy. Okay, we're turning the tide, actually. This is very good. Very, very good. You know, it's not an instant win like we wanted, but it's not an instant loss either. Obviously, they are making it very inland very quickly, but they're making mistakes along the way. And I think if they keep making these mistakes with all these armies, and we can stem the attack there, I think we'll be A-okay. We do need to take, like, if they get to Constantinople, that's going to be a problem. For sure. But, we now have 2-deckers. So let us actually bring these... We'll bring all these soldiers here. We need to get the Navy all the way to Constantinople without it running into hostile forces. Okay. So that was really lame. That was really, really lame. Because now these guys are stuck at Rhodes. And all we did was move one tile. We tried to move our soldiers one freaking tile, and now they all got caught, and they all... Yeah, okay. I should have let them repair. I should have moved the Navy to Constantinople before I repaired it. I am a terrible commander. Okay. Where's my army at? Oh my army lost. We're in shambles, guys. This war's not going how we wanted. at all. I tried to move my navy. I tried to move everything, and Egypt is just... They're too good. They're too far ahead of us. I don't know if we can buy enough mercenaries to save us. Just like Rome, mercenaries will save us in our darkest hour. I guess we see what they want. We see what possible peace treaty they want. They're gonna want a lot, though. They want so much it can't even be quantified. They don't want that. I am so confused. I'll give you this lands. I think they want my unconditional surrender is what they're going for. Which really sucks. Alright, get to Prousa. So we had the navy built. We just kind of lost. Oh my. Alright, well we won on the way back to Prousa. Alright, we're getting everybody back to Prousa. I'm kind of regretting not having all these, kind of regretting not having a bunch of, castles in my mainland. We have 50,000 men just stranded here. Unable to do anything, because the moment our boats move, they just attack them. That sucks. Alright, I guess one castle at a time is how we take them back. I wish I could do a crusade as Eastern Orthodoxy, but that's obviously a very Christian thing to have crusades. Alright, we do have some soldiers and we are able to take back some of our lands. But yeah, Egypt is just too powerful. I think we look towards Hungary. As painful as it is to admit, I think we just gotta go and try to take over Hungarian areas and forces. We could push them back and maybe make this war last really long. We are turning the morale around because we are winning. They are starving. We are just simply out of food. Decline. You don't get all of our stuff. Oh my, look at them creating food stockpiles, huh? Little food deposit. Oh boy. The HRE now just declared war on us. Oh man. See, this is what sucks. This is where we start to falter because we don't have the troops or the people to really do anything. Everybody's starving here because there are just too many people in the Constantinople market. Our farms are ravaged. Our farms are ravaged, our people are ravaged, there's just no food or anything here at all for people to get or eat. So it kind of forces us to, I don't even know. I don't even know if we can bound back from this. We might have just completely cost our game. Egypt does keep sending troops into us when they're starving and famished, though. So that is a very good sign-ish, I think. 70,000 here. This will decide if we won. Nice. Alright, into the age of revolutions. Military focus, because it is the only thing that matters now. We have to see if we can take down Egypt in this era. We have to see if we can get anything going towards us to make our troops, our army, our people, our soldiers, our everything. As you can see, they are just painting us. These guys over here, I need to end the war with Egypt, but I have to fight back. So we are going to take heavy casualties over at the HRE. If we can piece them out by humiliating us or anything that they want, that'd be huge. Even if they want some obnoxious land back. Humiliate. Oh, sweet. They'll literally just humiliate us. Perfect! Alright, so we've pieced out the HRE again. Yeah, haha, Rome sucks. Yeah, laugh at us. That's fine. We'll laugh. We'll laugh. We'll laugh that one off. Now we can focus on Egypt, and we have quite a long truce established there. Rome still loses. We are in our most dire hour, and we need mercenaries. They haven't made it to Constantinople, so as long as the city holds, you know, totally not repeating history. We can be reduced to just Constantinople, but if we held Constantinople, surely we won't lose, right? Right? Alright, that's 2 loans we've had to take out. Mercenary armies coming back. Our main soldiers coming back. All of this coming back. They have taken so much of Egypt. Or of Rome, of Anatolia. If we can get everything together, we might have a stand, but it's gonna be tough. It really is. They have this food blockade. I'm a terrible naval commander. I should have brought the fleet to Constantinople and then upgraded all those boats. I essentially just sunk over 100 warships like a terrible commander. So, that's on me, of course. Alright, let's get you guys up here. On the double. So the goal here is to take them out they're at their brink for food, right? And Constantinople doesn't produce enough food. So they kind of are... They're in a weird situation where they won't be able to feed their troops. So their troops up here should die of attrition. Like crazy levels of attrition. Every time. And if we can cut off their supplies, make them run into us, we'll have way better chances of winning this war. Once again, we're just sort of taking back Anatolia, going up this way. Egypt should hopefully get tired of this war and maybe white peace out. We have... The war goal is to attack any of the Roman borders. So we do need to have some people solely out towards Rome at some point. I mean, we have so many people captured right now. I think we execute them. I know it'll be frowned upon if we do. We also could see if there's an insane amount of money we could pay them for them to give up. We have all of our regiments still. We could raise 62,000 levies. I've never lost a war this bad. Humiliate Rome. Exemption from sound tolls. I feel like that one isn't really worth giving. Dismantle some forts. Yeah, you want me to dismantle these forts? So you can always just rebuild the forts, so it's not that big a deal. So the sound toll might actually be the play, but dismantle forts, hit them with the sound toll, exemption, humiliate, you know, it's just prestige, it's not that crazy. But this war has gone so terrible that it really sucks. We started off with a huge war chest, we poured everything we had at it, and nothing. Pay war reparations, 42,000 is what it would take there. Alright, we'll give them their exemption. Okay, there we go. Dismantle some forts, pay them money, pretty much cripple our economy, and they give up. Alright, well, that did not go how we wanted it to in any way, shape, or form. Hopefully we can get some of our money back from these guys, and hopefully we can fix our economy before it's too late. We definitely need to we need to do some prospering in our nation, so let us recovery effort. Alright, well, one thing at a time, I suppose. I mean, we could take people off of what they're doing to do it, but all that war, all that carnage. I mean, we did do some pretty big damage. They were at 1.1 million, and we were only at 300k. So like, we did mess them up quite a bit. I mean, obviously they, you know, we destroyed half their army and they destroyed about half of ours, but it was 1 million to 300,000. So if we whittle them down again like that, I know it seems weird, but we might have a shot. Alright, let's cut all maintenance. Why do I have so much diplomatic spending going on? Alright, so we need to repay our debts. So that is going to be the primary focus of everything. Repaying our debts. We have the entire force here. We didn't lose a regiment. We just have to replenish all of our soldiers, which will happen over time. We do make way more than what we are, we do make a lot more than what we lost, so that is possible. And if we keep having enough, we can keep going at Egypt. We can repay our debt. Honestly, like, Tunis and Hungary are definitely way better for us to attack, but at the same time, the fact that we just lost all those soldiers and we're still stronger than Hungary is crazy. Egypt's the only thing that can fight us. Levy en masse. Alright. If we can get that going, we can get those final troops going, we will be A-okay. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this episode. Egypt absolutely obliterated us. We tried, we threw everything we had at it, but it was not enough. So I'll see you in the next one, and into the age of revolutions. Peace.